Hey guys, welcome back to Whining Women.
Whining Women.
I'm Randy Hay.
And I'm Brady Ho.
Hey! So, before we get started, let's go ahead and talk about what we're drinking tonight.
That's
you good
a good
with that?
idea, yes.
Because I'm thirsty.
Me too.
So tonight I'm having Rooster Red from Weather Vane Winery. Not sure if you guys have checked them out before, but Weather Vane is a local winery in North Carolina in Lexington.
Yep.
And very good choices there.
Very good.
What are you having?
I am trying something new. It is not fancy with a cork. It is a screw top.
Our favorite.
Yes. So this is called, I'm going to let you pronounce it.
Hennett
Family Vineyards from, I don't know where. It's a North Carolina wine though. And I love trying anything from North Carolina. And this is a Scuppernong.
Oh, yum.
Did I say that right?
No.
It's
Scuppernong.
Scuppernong.
Our listeners know.
Yeah,
They know what you meant.
So I went on the opposite of her because she's having a red. And so I said I would do a white.
Let's mix it up a little.
Yeah. We might mix it before it's over with.
It's true.
It might.
We might create our own blush.
Oh, that would, yes. A blush.
A blush. So,
cheers.
Here we go. Cheers. Come wine with us if you're of age. Randy, you really are going to need.
Whoa.
You really are going to need that thing that goes on the top of you.
I know. Yes. So let me. I was thirsty.
He was very thirsty this evening.
Okay. So I want to just say that thanks to everyone who watched last week, who shared, who liked, and who subscribed.
Yes. Love the feedback, guys. And how many views. We were very pleasantly surprised.
I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing. I want to give a shout out to Diane Hoover.
Yes.
She threw all of our little edits in there because, as you saw the first of this, I didn't even know how to go live. So she really hooked us up, I think.
Yeah, she did a really good job. And with the sound effects and the little clips, I don't even know what they're called. Anyway, nothing makes me feel older than trying to figure out this newfangled technology.
I know, that's the truth.
I'm like, what's the TikTok name?
Yeah. Yes.
The TikToks?
Yeah. One time we were hanging out and Brandy said, well, you know where I found it? On the Google.
That's right.
Okay.
I will do that. And I will say, I'm going to the Walmarts.
To the Walmart.
Now, like in real life, I don't say that. But I guess I do because in my real life I say that. But I'm just trying to be clever, funny, whatever. But
we got to take it where we can get it in our age.
That's right. We're on the TikToks, y'all. That's all. That's what really counts is we're here. So thanks for joining us again. We appreciate it.
Yep. And also go ahead and put it in there. If there's anything you want us to talk about, you can comment it on the TikTok or comment it on the YouTube channel and on the YouTube channel and
on the
TikToks or on the YouTube, and we will definitely dive into it. But I felt like our comments, most people said they really enjoyed watching it and that we fed well off each other. So this time we didn't plan it.
No, we're just going to do very similar to our first episode where it's just freeform. I'm not sure what the name is, but we don't have an agenda. I do have a couple of notes here of things that we've thought about throughout the week that maybe we'd like to bring up, but we're just going to just see where the evening takes us. So
yes,
thanks for coming along for the ride.
Absolutely. So you want to go first?
I just wanted to ask you, since we were together last, I understand that you watched His and Hers.
Holy shit. Y'all.
I told you.
Y'all.
If you haven't watched it, you've got to watch it.
I can't. I just can't.
It really is very, very well done.
I watched it in 2 days.
Yeah. No, it's a totally binge-worthy show. So with the upcoming snow, when you come in from playing, maybe you could binge it.
I love it. It was so good.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you something else. The man in that is super damn hot.
Yes, the main male character played in
Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead. He was the first. I remember him from the
He
first
was
season.
the sheriff's friend or something.
He was his friend.
Yeah, that was banging his wife.
That as soon as they thought he was dead, like that, they were in the bed together.
I wonder if my husband has any friends like that. If you want to bang, comment. No,
no, don't.
Just kidding. My banging's for one person. And that's jhooman@yahoo.com. No. But he is a super hot guy. And anyway, so really like that. Now I want to tell you about a show that I also watched. It's only a few episodes, and it's based off a Stephen King book. But it's on Netflix, and it's based on Stephen King. And the guy who played in Pineapple Express is the star of it. Real cute guy. He was in Spider-Man too. What's his name?
I'm thinking.
But it's like 11/23/60, 11/28/63 or something like that. Oh, James Franco. Thank you. So James Franco is a high school English teacher, and he goes into a diner to sign his divorce papers.
Okay.
And the diner owner leaves, and he's gone like 5 minutes. He comes back out and looks like hammered dog crap. And come to find out, he gets Franco to come to his house, and there's a time portal in the back of this
that's cool.
diner. And you can go through the portal, and it takes you to that certain date every time. And when you come out, it's changed, right? Whatever you've done in that time. But when you go back in, it'll completely reset it. So, for instance, he goes into the portal. Oh, and even if you're in the portal for 5 years, when you come to present time, you've only been gone for 2 minutes.
Oh,
it's good.
No, that sounds very good.
Yeah, that's how the guy he went in. He was in there for years, came back out, and had cancer.
Which is why I look like hammered
very
dog
progressed.
Shit. Right.
So Franco goes in, he comes out, he writes the name on a tree, he comes out, the name's in the tree. So anyway, the whole plot is the guys want to make a better world, and by doing that, stopping the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
Which is why the date is so significant.
Right.
Okay.
So
how many episodes is it?
I think it's only like 6 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's ended. It's one season.
No, I love
ended.
that. I love it. One and done.
There's no more. But anyway, I'm not going to go on to it, but it's very good. It's not all about the president. I mean, of course, he falls in love, and there's mystery. It's so good, though. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
No, I love a good recommendation, especially when it's short and sweet like that. Not 16 seasons.
No. Well, I'm going to tell you something.
What?
I'm very sad.
What?
We finished Tulsa King, and it ends great, but it's over.
Oh, see, I haven't watched it.
Oh my God.
I know. Well, so here's my I don't know if you want to call it a quirk or if it's an issue or neuroses, whatever you want to call it. But what I do is I pick a show, whatever the show is.
Oh, I know. I do this too.
And I am dedicated to that show like it's my job until I am finished with the series.
Yes.
And then, and only then, can I move on to something else.
Right.
And it's a problem. Now, the exception to the rule are shows like Landman. Because they're
it's
just
limited.
It's limited, but they drop one a week.
So Gary and I don't have a show to watch now. So we need a recommendation of stuff we can watch together. I don't think Gary would appreciate the Time Warp one. We are watching Landman, but we watched Tulsa King. So now we need something else to watch together.
I think you both would enjoy The Pit. So I caught up on that the other day, and because season 2 just dropped, so there were 3 episodes. I was behind. And but what I've noticed since someone now lives in our home who has dementia is that you do have to be very mindful of what is on your television.
Okay.
And so for some reason, The Pit was a show that actually kept his attention. He was not falling asleep sitting up. He was not interrupting me incessantly. And my husband knows,
What'd you
like,
say?
incessantly.
Huh?
My husband knows, like, if I'm watching my stories, I'll say, okay, it's time for my stories.
What? Okay, I'm done.
He knows, like, if he needs me, then I'm going to have to pause it because I really do want, like, if I'm in, I'm in. If I'm
Yeah.
reading a book, I want to focus on that. Anyway, but the pit, try that one next.
Okay.
Try that one. And I know that you've been listening to some books.
Yes.
Do you have any new book recommendations?
Yeah, there's this Vera Wang's.
Oh, yeah.
It was so cute though. I love a good audio book that is in a different accent. This was a Chinese accent
Yes.
because the lady's from China.
Yes.
She opens a tea shop and she said it's Vera Wang's way to solve a murder or something like that. But it is so freaking cute.
And it is, yeah, it's adorable. It's really
Yeah.
adorable. She's a little old lady.
Yes.
You can picture her as they're doing
You can absolutely do
Yep.
it. And she's telling the death inspector, do you like the way I chalk the line? I chalk the line all the way around the body. You know,
Yeah.
it's so funny. But I'm actually listening to Why We Lied. This is Why We Lied. Don't ask me the author. I can't tell.
Okay.
But it's very good. I love like murder mystery stuff. So anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Well, I do like the Black Dagger Brotherhood too.
So
That's
yeah, she
vampires.
likes the
Yeah, I
the
do.
vampires
Yeah.
and the
But Christina Henry will take books that is like Little Red Riding Hood and turn it
Classics.
into a modern day. One she done was Alice in Wonderland, and she turned it in, and like the White Rabbit was really like a pimp. I mean,
it was really I couldn't
crazy,
even
but it was
finish
so
it because
good.
it was so crazy.
Yeah,
But to each their own.
right.
But I'll tell you the book I'm currently listening to. It's called The Measure, and it's by Nikki Ehrlich. And it's kind of a dystopian book, which is kind of cool. And it's about,
What does dystopian mean?
okay, Handmaid's Tale.
Oh, I don't like that shit.
It's like, it's not
I don't
reality,
want
but as you're
face.
reading it, you're like, but it could be.
Oh,
But it's
Yeah.
not, or like Hunger Games, like that kind of,
Yeah.
it could be. Could it happen? Could it not? But basically, everybody in the world,
ooh.
if they're 22 years old or older, get a box in the mail. No one knows who it comes from, but there's a string inside. The string determines the length of your life. And so what do you think happens? Whatever you can imagine happens, because then it's us versus them. There's discrimination. You're a long stringer. So of course you would say that. You're a short stringer.
But can you kill people?
Well, can you?
Yes.
Anyway, it's interesting.
Yes.
It is very interesting. So
Several years ago, Brandy and I both had, she had LASIK
that's right.
and I had PRK. Different procedures, both corrected our eyes. Now we're old.
Yeah,
Dirt.
it happens.
Older. Yeah. And we have presbyopia. Well, I have presbyopia. So my vision is good up close, but my vision's good all far, but it's horrible up close. So anyway,
Okay.
I bought these glasses, and I want to tell you why I'm wearing glasses today. Because 99% of the time, you won't see me glasses unless I'm reading. But look at my eyes. Do I have any makeup on? No, just mascara. And I always wear makeup. Always. But my skin, the last 2 days, has hurt on my face to touch it. And when I close my eyes, it feels like I've just got sand in my eyelids. So I've been very minimal on makeup. And I figured out that if you wear glasses, it takes away from all the makeup need on your eyes, like the eyeshadow and the blending and all that.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Because I do have on eyeshadow, and now I'm like, but why?
But why? Yeah. And
So-
the cold wind, because it's like
that's
30
true.
degrees below
It'll
balls
block.
out here in North Carolina.
Have you tried the new hydrating sticks? Have you seen those?
No.
So my friend Allison told me about it, and do you always have stuff in your Amazon cart? Like at any given time, like somebody will mention something. This is what I do.
Actually,
Yeah, you mentioned something. I'm like, oh, really? And I'll just go ahead and add it in my cart.
Mhm.
May or may not buy it. But anyway, she mentioned it, and I looked, and I'm like, oh, that's already in my cart. Let me try it.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's just a stick. It looks like a big old glue stick.
Mhm.
But you just do this, and I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, you just do this, and it's just like extra moisture.
You just got good facial definition, like your cheeks and your chin and your jawbones.
So tell me, Brandy, about the ice storm. How did it impact your life? Or did it?
Yeah, it did a little bit. So we have 5 kids. My oldest daughter and her husband, Josh, they don't live with us. They live an hour away. So it's very seldom I get to see my grandkids because we all have lives. And then my 25-year-old just moved out with her fiance and they're having a baby. So they live about 25, 30 minutes away. And then Kylie just told me her and Jake are going to move out too. I know, but she's 22. It's time.
So it's, yeah.
Now we're only going to have my son, LG, and Serenity, my niece, who's my son's 16. And yeah, so he's never here. He's always at a friend's or his girlfriend's. And Serenity she says she's going to live with me until she's 30. So she'll probably be the one wiping my ass when I'm shitting on myself.
It's good to have someone like that. You know who's going to wipe my ass when I shit myself?
Carter.
No.
Oh.
No, it will be my daughter-in-law, Reagan.
Oh, it will be Reagan.
It will be Reagan for sure.
Yes.
Reagan is a natural caregiver.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a natural nurturer. And you know, because you are too, the weight of that.
Oh, my God. Yes.
It's heavy, heavy, heavy. But it is also, I mean, the world needs, we all need
care. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
I want to be on 100 Hall. When she would sleep, so we used to work in a nursing home. I want to be her. She would sleep in her bed. I want to be the patient that sleeps and just pisses on herself until noon, gets up, eats her cold breakfast, and then rolls her ass to lunch and tells all the good CNAs, you can go stay at my beach house, honey.
That's right.
No, I damn well I ain't got a beach house.
That's exactly
right.
That's
who I want to be.
That's exactly right. There was another lady on that hall, first name Marie. And what she did, and this was me, I thought, I'm going to be like her when I grow up. She was alert, not so oriented.
I don't know how to think about her.
She would sleep and sleep and sleep, piss herself.
Yeah.
Consistently refuse the first round.
Mm-hmm.
But she had a stack of books. I mean, she had books. She had like a little library in her room. She did not want to be bothered with minor things like toileting because she was so engrossed in whatever she was reading, and she would stay up late at night and read and then sleep through breakfast. But anyway, yeah, we've
just got to make a thing in like our power of attorneys to put us in the same nursing home.
We're going to need to be, I think we should probably be roommates.
I think so too. And we could put Gary and Mikey in the same room too.
Oh, Lord.
We could put them in the same room, and then we could put us in the same room.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yes.
We'll
and
see
then we could have conjugal visits.
What?
He could just come in there and rip my pitsy diaper off and throw it in a corner and get to town. There we go. Got a plan.
She says her levels are normal, but I have asked about her testosterone level because it does seem to be extremely high.
I mean,
it's in the normal range?
Okay, let's talk about this for a minute.
Is it in the normal range?
I never had my testosterone tested, but I want to tell you something. Okay. If you don't want to hear it, if my children are watching, you might want to log off now. With that being said.
You've been warned.
So have you heard, and it's documented, that women in their 40s get their sexual peak or whatever. That's why cougars go after babies or whatever, right? I want to say this. Sometimes in the most recent times, I can be sitting in a meeting and just wiggle the right way, and I'll be like, ooh, I can't do that again because it won't be appropriate for me to go, And it's dry as the Sahara Desert, but don't get my damn jeans rubbing it wrong or we gonna be in a problem.
So again, I say, let's just check your testosterone. Because that just seems unnatural.
It's very nice. Rub your jeans, girl. But that's why women should also wear panties.
It's true. It's really true.
I know, no offense. If you girls can free ball without jeans on, good for y'all, but I just can't do it.
With blue jeans?
Oh, yeah, no. Some people don't.
No, I can't.
I can't either.
Hey, that reminds me of a joke that Gary told us.
Oh, my word.
Y'all.
Okay, you tell it.
We're going to give credit where it's due. Hoover maneuver. Gary Hoover said, "What is the extra skin around a vagina called?"
Let's give them 30 seconds.
The
to
wasted
respond.
skin.
The wasted
The
skin.
wasted skin
around a vagina called.
Do, 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 do. The answer is the wasted skin around a vagina is called a woman.
But boom.
There you go.
Oh, the ice storm. Okay, so anyway, back to it is that Cheyenne and Jordan came.
Okay.
Kylie and Jake were here. Gary and I, Serenity, LGN, my other son Caleb, who's not really my son, but he might as well be. That we were all here, and we played games and just hung out, and we done that for 2 days. And then Cheyenne and Jordan went home, and we grilled out, and we just had a good time. Yeah, so it was
the most
good.
of it.
Yeah, so I was excited for that, you know, because it's not it's seldom I get to have them here. And I did miss Julie and Josh because it just wasn't the entire family. But I love having all of us together. So I just take what I can get at this point. So for a while, I was a single parent, and I would go out and weather the storm with my kid. And when I met Gary and he loved going out and that stuff, they're the real heroes, because
That's right.
I hate that shit. For 2 days, I didn't even go outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, so what happened this time was, first of all, you just really don't realize how old you are until you catch yourself saying things like, well, back in 2002,
girl,
and then realize how long ago that was.
I know.
So the ice storm, if you're from this area, Central North Carolina, you'll remember the ice storm of December 2002. And we remember it vividly because I'm not sure if you measure time this way, but I measure time by how old my children were.
Girl, I think I had a baby 9 months later.
So we had So Carter, So Carter was a little baby. Dalton was a toddler. We lived in a little single wide trailer on Iron Mountain Road. And anyway, I can vividly remember that ice storm and truly the terror of being poor and young and stupid and unprepared. And I very obviously my husband could too, because it was like, okay, we're not going to let that happen with our grandbaby.
Oh yeah.
And so we invited him to come and stay with us, but we live more out in the country, so we're definitely going to lose power. If power's going to be lost, it's going to be lost where we live, and that's okay. But we got to help them get prepared. We were more prepared than we've ever been, and it was kind of a rush. It was kind of exciting. Like, are we gonna lose contact with the world as we know it for a couple of days? That really wouldn't be the worst thing. It would be kind of like on our cruise, you know,
but with your family.
But with your family, and maybe it wouldn't be so warm. And then nothing happened, and truly I'm thankful. But what I could not believe, storms like this and what was predicted just show the best and worst of humanity.
That's 100% true.
I cannot, and I don't know why I'm surprised by it, but the number of people. So bottom line, what happened? We got sleet, we got ice, we got snow, we got all three. My driveway is still treacherous. Yours is still kind of dangerous too in spots.
Yeah.
People seem to be pissed off that it wasn't as bad as predicted. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you were actually prepared or had time to prepare for a storm that didn't happen as extensively as you thought it would. But people are trying to take their dang generators back to Lowe's. Now, listen, if that's you, I want to know why. I'm not judging. I'm curious. I would like to know why you think it's okay to take generators and I'm trying to think of what else I read. Bottom line, more money was spent in our region for this storm than was spent on Black Friday shopping this past year.
Okay, can I comment on
Please
this?
do. Please do. I'd love to know.
Me and Gary, we're busy individuals, and Point blank, I don't like to cook. 95% of the time we come in and we say, are we doing Mexican, Chinese, or American tonight? Where are we going? And 95% of the time is Mexican. So anyway, I don't. So when a storm's coming and we might have to cook, I gotta get groceries. Like for real groceries. I gotta get. Now every week we order Diet Pepsi and water bottles and just the stuff you need to have around, like peanut butter and jelly, so my kids can have a snack before we go to dinner at night. But when a storm comes, I gotta go get like real groceries.
Right?
So I'm not panicking. I'm just like, you MFers out here getting 6 loaves of bread and 15 gallons. Yes. What the fuck are you gonna do with them?
Yeah. And then the people posting once the storm. And I don't mean to minimize it. There were some folks that were more heavily impacted, but overall, we got very lucky based on what they were calling for, which means that our linemen were lucky. It means that our first responders were lucky. It was a win all the way around. That the meteorologists were wrong. That's a good thing. However, people who prey on fear and post things in Marketplace where they're selling a $50 kerosene heater for $200 the day before the storm is coming through. You know you're wrong for that. You know you were wrong for that. And karma is a bitch. So I did see a meme today I just wanted to share with y'all, because today is the 29th of January, 2026. And I'm sure you've seen it, Brandy, but it's a Barbie doll that's got her makeup all over her face. She's got a cigarette in her hand. And it says,
that's like me 95% of the time.
And it says, the first 75 years of January are the hardest.
That is so funny.
But I feel like January, and you know this because you've known me long enough, January just sucks. I mean, it is the freaking worst. And it is the longest month ever. I know it has 31 days, and there are other months with 31 days, but they're not as many. Their 31 days feel like 31 days. January's 31 days feels like 75 freaking years.
Listen, I'm like damn Olaf. I just want summer. In summer. This cold weather makes me just want to. My husband used to love wintertime. He thrived in winter. And he can tell you a story about climbing a tree stand. So Gary, we went hunting. He went hunting. I've only been hunting one time with him. And I can't tell you what we did. Because it was really boring and my butt was falling asleep because we were hunched in the side of a creek bed for so long.
Same girl. I only went hunting one time. I was leaned up I was on a tree, on one side of a tree that was down. Mikey was on the other side of it. And I didn't find out till later that my mom made Mikey promise not to put any bullets in my gun.
Oh my God.
And the only reason I found out is because I was bored, so I pulled the trigger.
My cousin Jimmy owns a place out on the eastern part of the state where he does turkey, deer, bear, everything. And I'll post can we do like a comment section where we post stuff? And I'll put his link. He's took Donald Trump Jr. and everything bear hunting. Like he's got big names, not like trying to be political. He's just got big names that comes hunting because he's really good. Yeah. First time I went turkey hunting with him was one thing's on my bucket list. I popped that damn bird.
Yes, you did.
First shot. So it was awesome. Anyway, my husband took me deer hunting a long time ago, and we're in a dried out creek bed, and we're hunched down. I don't even know if I had a gun, to be honest with you. I think I was just with him.
You were just the watcher.
I was just with him. See what it was like. And y'all, I can't tell you. I bet it felt like 6 hours, and we probably wasn't even out there an hour. But I said, I can't do this anymore. We was hunched down. He kept going, I hear it snorting. And my ass cheek was falling asleep. So we start walking through, and I said, you know what? I'm done with this. I just start coming out of my clothes all the way, and we get to the climbing deer stand, and the rest of it's X-rated.
Something about the I'm done with this reminded me of this story. Okay. But do you remember, now this has been a long time ago.
Okay.
Maybe 20 years ago. But we were both CNAs. We worked at a nursing home, and Brandy decided she was going to focus on health and fitness. And that one way to do that was going to be to bike to work.
Oh my God. I do
And
remember.
she lived
What, a mile?
a mile away, maybe.
If that.
And so what had happened was she showed up at work that morning on time.
Oh,
You did.
I did.
You were on time.
Yeah.
You were sweaty and exhausted, and you said, "I am never, ever doing that shit again."
No.
And she had Derry come pick her up.
You know what I did not realize?
What?
It was like,
All up here.
I am back on a health kick again.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you. So, I've lost some weight, guys. So, I was 200 pounds about this time last year. And I did the shots, and it worked. So, I've decided that I'm going to join a gym again. And I'm going to, so I'm going to come home and just change clothes and go, because that's what I'm going to have to do. I know that. But I've lost the weight, and I'm really floppy. Like,
You want to maintain it and you want to tone
I
up.
want to maintain, and I just want to tone
Okay.
it. I don't want to get bulky. I just want to look.
Yeah.
So my neck, y'all, this looks like foreskin. It's like,
You're
it's
so
like
dramatic.
pre-erection, and then when you pull it back, it's like erection. So anyway, this past week, I told you I started trying to do yoga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so me and my niece, we were in the living room, and I put on like a free yoga class on the internet. And when you are doing yoga, it stretches all this stuff out, and it gets all
Which
these.
is good.
Yeah, great. So after I done this yoga, it gets all these acids and air moving in your body. I shit my pants.
Listen, I just want to say, don't blame it on yoga.
No,
Oh,
Lord.
yoga gets such a bad rap sometimes.
yoga's hard as.
When we used to go to that studio in town,
Yeah.
the first time I ever went, I came home and my husband's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like,
Hell no.
"Yeah."
Oh.
I just feel really like euphoric, man. And I did. I mean, it really is like you release some endorphins,
yeah.
and it makes you breathe deeper than you breathe in your day-to-day life, because we just,
Yeah.
when you're stressed or you're nervous or you're tense, you just kind of take it like short little inhales and you don't really breathe like you should.
So next week, I will be joining the gym.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. And I think one of the issues with me, first of all, is winter. Winter sucks. And I know it sucks for everybody. And I really have always thought I had seasonal affective disorder anyway,
Yeah.
where when we have
Yeah.
less daylight, you kind of struggle. But I read something recently that, we're so focused on the calendar as we know it that we're like, oh, New Year's resolutions, January 1. But in reality, we should be looking at March as the season of rebirth and regrowth.
That's right.
Right?
I like
and then
that.
January and February are months that you spend shedding off the old. So stopping habits.
Ooh, I like that.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
that
And
is
then
good.
you pick up the new and create the new habits in the spring. I used to be part of a fitness group in Randleman that I really enjoyed. Shout out to Sarah, who does it for free. It's completely free. Body weight exercises, HIIT. And basically what happened is I took a job that was definitely a step in the right direction career-wise and definitely where I'm meant to be. The issue is that I could not make the commute and get there in time. However, I've built such a solid team now that I think I could do it again.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I've got to get my mind right. I've got to get in the right headspace.
We have a graveyard here in town.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. It's a great paved everything, and
You've got little hills.
You don't want to just. It's not like morbid to go there and walk. It's actually been So it was a quarter of a
The
mile.
only issue is that you can smell the fries from Burger King because they are frying
They are,
up stuff
yeah.
right next door.
Anyway, so is it a quarter of a mile around or something like that?
Yeah.
It's not.
That sounds right.
I texted her. I was like, hey, friend, let's go walk at the graveyard. And she said, better yet, there's this new group downtown. Let's go do that. And I was like, okay, girl, I'm here.
Because she's down for anything. She really is. And so she showed up and I showed up. Neither one of us had been. And the warm up
Was a mile fucking run.
was a mile. It was 1 mile. Some people were running, others were walking. We played Duck, Duck, Goose, and we did lots of exercises. And we left with a completely different experience because she never, ever went back.
Never.
I went back every Monday and Thursday for a year, probably, or nearly a year.
I said, I love her. I'll never ask this bitch to go to a walk in the graveyard again, and I never have.
And she never has.
I never have.
It's true. So the thing is too is just changing mindset. So it's not like you have to. I'm talking to myself here, not y'all necessarily, but it's like it's not a punishment to work out.
Mm-mm.
It's a privilege. It's a freaking privilege.
It is a privilege.
If you think about it.
Yep.
Think about all the people you encounter day to day who cannot do the things that you can do with your body. So just trying to shift that mindset, and it's like, oh, I don't have time for this or I don't have time for that. Oh yeah, but you just told me about the miniseries you just watched in 2 settings on Netflix. So yeah, you could make time if you really wanted to.
I just told you I'm joining the gym next
I'm
week.
not.
God.
I said I'm talking to myself.
Damn.
I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
There was a patient we both knew who was very instrumental in the Apple process, but she had full brain function. She knew everything that was going on, but she couldn't move her hands, her feet, her legs. Everything was 100% here, and everything was
From
100%
here down.
nothing.
Yes.
That is if you were to be in a hell, I think that would be a hell. That would be a living hell. To mentally be there and have no capacity to do anything about it. So anyway, very intelligent woman. She was instrumental in actually getting the keyboard set up that we have now for our keyboards with Apple back in the 70s or 80s, whenever it originated. Anyway, and she loved Redbirds. So her room was completely just encapsulated in Redbirds. And I grew up really poor, and Gary and I have worked really hard to have what we have now. And so when I was in nursing school, I was working as a CNA because my husband made $5 over minimum wage or something like that. We had 2 kids and we were struggling. And there were times just put it out there. There were times we went to the food bank because we didn't pay our light bill. You know what I mean? One day I was in nursing school for my LPN. There was a trail around the campus, and I was just feeling so sorry for myself. And I was walking the trail, and I was like, why can't we be, and there's these huge houses all around the college. And I was like, why can't we have this? Why can't we do that? And a Redbird landed, I promise you, not 5 foot in front of me. And when it did, it just made me realize that, you know what? Thank God that I have the problems that I have. Thank God I have to worry about a light bill. Thank God I have to worry about rent. Thank God I have to worry about, groceries. Thank God I can have children. Thank God I have children.
That's right.
Because this woman who was so smart and had so much potential is literally laying in a bed somewhere.
She was in prison.
She was in prison in her mind.
Yep.
So,
in her own body.
So when that happens, when I try to get so down on myself, I try to remember that Redbird and just say, thank God that I have these problems.
It's all about, it's perspective.
It's perspective.
And that reminds me when you said that about, I'm sure you've heard it, about the saying of, if we all stood in a circle and put our problems in the middle and we're told to pick problems back up, we would always choose our own.
Yeah. I think
everybody's dealing with something. Bottom line.
You're right.
Everybody's dealing with something. So
just show a little compassion in your day-to-day life and be freaking grateful.
That's right.
I mean, be grateful. Back in late December, I started following the monks. They're on their walk for peace. So they're walking from San Antonio, Texas to Washington, D.C. I cannot say why I was drawn to this movement. I don't know.
I love it though.
I don't know, but I followed them. Like, I know their dog's name is Aloka. I know Aloka had to have surgery. I know a lot about the individual monks from their social media following. We had planned to go. The crazy thing is, at their lunchtime stop that day, they were 10 miles from my home.
What?
Yeah, but I was in Thomasville working.
So, Mikey, you and Mike could have took them lunch.
See? But then at dinner time, because they only eat once a day and it's the lunchtime meal.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
So
that's probably why they're so skinny.
I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot. And again, they do. There's only one Jesus. Okay. I'm absolutely not taking away from Christianity. However, I feel like there are a lot of Christians that can learn a few things from the Buddhists. So I will say that. But with that being said, they are making such a statement of, so anyway, I decided I was going to go, period, no matter what. You told me you couldn't go, and I'm like, well, and then I found myself trying to talk no, it's okay. I found myself trying to talk myself out of it. Y'all, I will not go eat in a restaurant by myself, okay? I will not go to the movies by myself. I don't do things by myself, except for I do enjoy driving along because I can listen to a book or a podcast.
We need to make that a goal for you.
I know.
I love eating by myself.
No, I do. I would like to do that, to get to that point where I'm comfortable with it. I'm just not, like, I feel like if I'm eating by myself, I have to have a book or something.
No, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making dinner or lunch plans and standing your ass off.
Going to be in my area Wednesday at lunch. They were going to be near my home. Wednesday evening, they were going to be about 30 minutes away. Tuesday night, I was telling my husband, me and Brandy are going to go tomorrow to the high school to see the monks. Yeah. And he said, and I know that he's been thinking, God, what a weirdo. Like, I've been kind of a little obsessed with him. So, but he knows me. He knows just let it go, let it go. And for anybody who doesn't know, my mom died on January 4th. So I started following the monks before she died. Mm-hmm. Okay. The night before I was planning to meet Brandy over there, he said, you know who would go to see the monks with you tomorrow?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. I said my mom would. And she would.
She would.
That's the truth. She would. We went to see Trump together. I don't know how many times she rode with me to Charlotte. I would never ride with her, but she would ride with me to Charlotte to take Dalton to the airport. My mom was always down for adventure.
She was.
She was. Like, one year for Mother's Day, I had started geocaching. Do you remember that?
Oh my Lord! And do y'all remember geocaching?
Geocaching, y'all. I'm throwing it back.
Yes.
But for Mother's Day, I'm like, well, let's go geocaching. And she was like, I don't know what that is, but okay. So anyway, the night before, my husband said, you know who would go with you tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, I know, my mom would. Well, then Brandy reached out to say, I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm like, okay. My daughter-in-law was my next person, and she said, I'll let you know. And I thought, you know what, it's so cold, nobody wants to go. I was trying to talk myself out of it. I knew my husband didn't want to go. I was not going to ask my dad, my demented dad. And so I decided, well, you know what, I have to live with myself.
That's right.
I have to be able to answer to myself tomorrow, and I'm going to regret it if I do not go. So I decided, well, you know what? It's okay. I'm going. Mom would want me to go. If Mom was here, she would go. I've been looking forward to it. I'm going. I don't care if it's 30 degrees outside. And I went. And here's what I want to say about the monks. Again, they do not believe that Jesus is the Lord and Savior. Other than that, they're good people as far as I'm concerned. Their focus is peace. They are the power of silence. The fact that I love it. The power of silence of the entire football stadium was full of people who were of all walks of life, all ages, all religions, all whatever. But I've got goosebumps now. We want peace. That is what we crave. Humankind craves it. But we were all there for that purpose. And just sitting there and just being in their presence and the power that they possess to even say, they talk about meditation, loving kindness, how to meditate. He said you spend 1 hour meditating and 1 minute of it, of the 60 minutes, is actual meditation. The other 59 minutes, you're battling thoughts, music, sound, whatever's popping
I like
up.
that.
Just own it. Just
Yeah.
name it and let it go. Name it, let it go. I don't know. I just found it very
I have so much
peaceful.
I want to say about this. Okay. I will let you all know I have done another bottle.
Is that the same?
Same
Hennett?
brand. This is a muscadine. I know I said that
Oh,
shit
that's right, girl.
Okay.
Muscadine.
How you feeling?
I'm
me
a
too.
little buzzed.
Yeah, we good. Okay.
We're good. We're warm and
We're
tingly.
responsible drinking. So let me tell you, let me take it all the way back because I have so much I want to say about that. So first of all, you're a Christian.
Yes, ma'am.
Does that give you the right to judge anybody else on their beliefs?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No, it does not.
Nope.
Nope.
No. And I'll tell you.
So what it does say is that we're supposed to, as a Christian, I'm not a pastor, we are empowered
That's right.
to educate others about Jesus. However, we are not to judge.
Nope.
Nope. Let those who live in a glass house
That's
and
right.
all that, let those who throw the first stone.
That's right. Judge
Right.
not lest ye be judged.
That's the
Matthew.
one.
That's right.
the one.
That's right.
Okay, so with that,
Preach.
soapbox. And I will tell you, I had a good friend. And I thought because best friend. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So when my best friend growing up, and this is just the soapbox here. So we're going to go off on this tangent. I'm going back to it. So when we grew up, we were both married. We both had children.
Mm-hmm.
She came out of the closet when her and her husband separated, and I judged her. And it took years for me to realize, because I'm a Christian, I was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? She can live her life, but I'm not the judge.
That's right.
That is right.
And you can love someone.
You can
you
love
can-
someone
you
and
can-
not agree with their actions.
Here's what was the only thing of the entire evening that was discouraging. Well, excuse me, let me do this. Christian, who was holding the sign with scripture on it, lots of little small font scripture, and then in large quotes, you're going to burn in hell. Protesting the walk for peace. And so, again, while I cannot pinpoint the reason I was so drawn to it, I can't help but think it was the timing. I started following them when they were in Georgia. And at that time, my mom was in the transitional phase towards the end of life, where she was not truly aware, wasn't communicating with us. But it was something for me to focus my energy on when I wasn't caregiving, maybe. Either way, I can't. My problem is I want to understand the how and the why. I don't know. I don't know why.
Right.
But I do know that I was where I was supposed to be, and now I'm going to tell you why I know I was supposed to be there. You're not.
Go ahead.
I hadn't even told you this.
Okay. I'm ready.
I think the term is serendipity.
I love that.
Okay.
I love that term.
So, if you know me, you know I do very much like my mother. I've never met a stranger. I'm not going. If I step on an elevator, I'm going to speak.
Me too, girl.
Yeah, I know.
I don't meet strangers either. You might not like
Right.
me, but I don't.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So while I was there waiting on the venerable monks, on my front row seat, on the bleachers at Jordan Matthews High School, shout out Siler City, Jordan Matthews High School, I made new friends.
Mm-hmm.
Their names are Brenda and Wilma, and they are sisters. One lives in Hendersonville, North Carolina. One lives in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They've been following the monks around all over the state. They're
I love
Christians.
that.
By the way, they're Christians.
Yeah.
They're retired. They're Christians. But why I say serendipity is because Brenda and I struck up a conversation. We're now Facebook friends. Shout out. Hey, Brenda. She knows what's up. But while we were talking, she mentioned, what's the name of it? Gulf Shores, Alabama. Now, does that mean anything to you?
No. You know what I do think about when I hear Alabama?
Alabama. Alabama.
Go home to Greenbow, Alabama.
Greenbow,
Alabama! That's what I think about.
Yeah. He's a dumb son of a bitch, but he is fast. Love Forrest Gump. Mother wanted her ashes spread to the wind. Period. She doesn't care where. She said that herself when she was alert and oriented and able to make that decision. My dad, who is my stepfather, but he's been in my life since I was 6 years old. Okay, can we call it a spade a spade? He's my dad. Okay. And that he was sitting at the same table having the same conversation, and he heard, "You want your ashes spread in Alabama, Gulf Shores, Alabama, where the water is blue and the sand is white."
He heard all that.
That's what he heard. Yeah.
He has dementia.
So he does have dementia. That has continued. That is one thing. It's in his loop. He's very consistent on it. So,
it's not funny, but it is.
It is. So imagine my surprise when I meet a new friend, Brenda, who grew up in Hendersonville, North Carolina, and tells me that she vacations in Gulf Shores, Alabama every year. Oh, and here's a number of my friend who can give you the rental that you want to stay in.
Oh, I want to split it. Can I go?
So, yes, ma'am. Of course. Yes.
Okay, yes.
Then, fast forward, continue the serendipity. I'm reading a book. Don't ask me the name. I read a lot of books. And one of the chapters is titled Gulf Shores, Alabama.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm dying. And I ain't dying.
Not yet.
Not yet, y'all. So, all that to say, sometime in the spring, we'll be heading to Gulf Shores, Alabama. If anybody has any recommendations, things to see, places to go,
good
drinks, please comment. We need to know them. We're going to need that
with them
because we're going to need that information. Yes, you're welcome to go. Of course.
You know I will.
Yes.
I love her.
Yes,
I love her.
yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
So anyway, I thought that was really interesting, and so I feel like when I got home from the Walk for Peace with the monks, I was numb, and I literally mean, you can ask my husband, my ass cheeks were like ice.
You needed a tree stand.
Because I've been sitting on those cold bleachers in below freezing temperatures.
Yes.
No regrets.
The company I work for is DaVita, and it's a Fortune 200 company. But what I want to say is that they do a yearly meeting where all the leaders of the clinics that they have can come in. We interact one-on-one with the CEO and the COO and all this. So anyway, with that, they also have these great guest speakers. This year, his name was Sebastian something from Australia.
Okay.
But I'll post in the comments. So anyway, he made a bucket list in his 20s. And one of the things he wanted to do, random as shit, was like marry a stranger in Vegas.
What?
So he did it. Another thing he wanted to do was watch a live birth. When he went on the show, all these people started contacting him saying, hey, you can come watch mine. So anyway, he picked one. He actually got to do it. Anyway, he was very inspirational about just living life to the fullest and doing what you got to do to make sure that you get your bucket list checked off. So I was listening to a podcast, and it said, as mothers and wives, we get one chance to live this life.
Yep.
And we do everything that we can to make sure that our husbands and our children are getting the most out of their lives. But this was the whole summary was, bitch, It's your
Mhm.
life too.
That's exactly right. That's right.
This is our one life. It's our kids' one life, and it's our husbands, but this is
Mhm.
our life too. What are we getting? We've only got one chance here. You know, my grandmother lived, she was 106 years old. And 2 days before she died, she said, I wish I could have seen Hawaii.
Oh,
Yeah. She never got to see Hawaii. So I'm like, you know what? We have to put everything we can into it. It is our life too. We have to do everything we can to get there. So when I'm hearing his speech, and one thing that he said is passion revives passion. And I think that's really great. But I went through and I really thought about it, because one thing when you said about the silence, I love that. Y'all, my husband is the head of my family. He wears the pants, but I pick them out. Okay?
No pleats ever.
No pleats. And then bitches are ironed. He's country as
And a
hell.
belt. He's an old cowboy is all he is.
He's got starched jeans with the crease in the front. So anyway, I crease them. Anyway, so that being said, we have to be purposeful in what we do. And the older I get, it really makes me think about how I react. And I don't know how I'm not in prison, because when I was a teenager and in my early 20s,
none of us know, really.
No. So I'm going to have I don't think that this has been quoted. If it hasn't, then I'm claiming it right here. But this was my quote. Peace is the direct response to how you react.
Peace is the direct response to how you react.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard that before.
No. So you can think about it. You don't have, if somebody says, this is why I'm mad at you, you don't have to say, well, I'm mad at you because, or I did this because. You can say, okay, thank you. I want to think about that.
Yeah.
I want to marinate on it.
Yeah, just kind of shut it down. You don't have to react. The problem is we think, and I think society has done this to us, because we can get on the Google, the YouTube, go to the Walmart or whatever. Yeah, that we have to react in real time. We don't.
No.
We don't.
Peace is the direct reaction of how you respond. When your husband or your coworker or your best friend, right, says, yeah, I don't like the way you said this. I think that blah, 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 blah. You don't have to immediately go, as society teaches us to say, well, if they're coming at you, you have to have an immediate response. No, you don't.
No.
You have to say, thank you for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And right now, I'm going to take my time and I'm going to think about it.
And be like a responsible adult. That's really what we should do. Have you seen the emotion wheel?
No.
Okay. The emotion wheel, y'all, is really cool. We should all look it up. There's an emotion wheel that basically, think about it like a color wheel.
Yeah.
You know, so sometimes you don't know how you feel. But you look at this emotion wheel, Google it, hit the Googs, and it'll tell you, am I really mad or am I more disappointed? Or am I disgruntled? Or I mean, there's so many different things.
And if everybody will just like and subscribe, I don't know how all this stuff works, but I think that's important. So,
yeah, for some reason, all the podcasts I listen to actually say, not sure why it's so important, but can you give us 5 stars? Actually, I don't think on YouTube you can rate, but you could give us a thumbs up or you can subscribe.
How many of you all are so tired of getting the 15,000 fucking spam calls a day on your cell phone?
I know.
I have literally told my children and my husband, don't call me during the day, because I'm trying to separate and have a work-life balance. I just counted, before we got on this, 9 spam calls today.
Oh.
9. And I've subscribed to the Don't Call registry.
Now, that is a lot. It is aggravating. Now, I will say I don't have as many spam calls as my dad. But the problem with spam calls is, and you know this too, there's a vulnerable population that they
Mhm.
target, and sometimes they just hit the jackpot.
They
And it's
damn do.
unfortunate. And again, karma is a biatch.
Now we're Christians, so we're gonna say this, and we're judging. You will rot in hell if you steal from the elderly.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You ought to be ashamed.
Yes.
You ought to be ashamed.
Be ashamed.
Probably not, but you
Let's
should
do it.
be.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame, shame, shame.
Great.
Great.
Thanks, y'all, for joining us. We will see you next week on the next edition of Whining Women.